Okay, we're back. So technical issues, I'm hopeful you were able to receive the notification on YouTube about the new post. So I had to delete the old post, create the new post and new stream to allow us to be able to broadcast. So some technical issues, it can always be crazy and sometimes things just happen. So got to be prepared to get things sorted out quickly. So you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al and Advice Column, broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what happens on Dear Father Al, you send to me your daily problems about life, love, relationships, whatever your issues may be. Please consider sending them to me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. And what happens is send stuff to me, and what I'll do is I'll jot it all down and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So far live on the chat line, I've got Nancy. Hey, Nancy, love you, smooches, smooches. I'm glad you were able to get it sorted out and get to the new broadcast. That is good. Paula was on here earlier, so I'm hopeful that Paula can get it figured out, get a notification, and return back to us. So again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can contact me 24 hours a day. The telephone number you can reach me is area code 623-764-8893. Again, 623-764-8893. One more time for the road, 623-764-8893. You can also send an email to me. The email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. Again, contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al, and what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. So that's the benefit of subscribing to the Dear Father Al channel in case there is some technical glitch and I've got to delete the bad stream, start from scratch for a new stream. You will be notified of the new stream. So I'm glad that Terry, hey Padre, hey Terry, love you, smooches, smooches. So I'm glad Nancy and Terry were able to get it figured out. And again, Paula was here earlier, so I'm hopeful Paula receives her notification that the new stream is up and ready. Today is Saturday, June 3rd, episode number 38. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope, of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. So what was happening, in case you just tuned in, what had happened was the streaming software, I don't know if it's the streaming software or if it was the internet or whatever, people were not receiving any audio. It looked like I was getting audio from my end, but I'm very glad that Paula notified me on the chat line that she was not getting any audio. So if by chance, if you're ever watching a live stream and there's something technically wrong, whether it's you're not receiving audio or what, please add your comments in the chat line to let me know, because I'm looking at a panel of multiple windows of things I've got to interject into the show, and I'm constantly looking back and forth, the console view versus what I'm looking at here. So it's a lot of multitasking. So there might be something that I may overlook in the whole looking around and stuff. So please let me know in the chat line if by chance, if you're experiencing some technical difficulties. That way I can check on my end to see what is wrong and decide if it's a quick fix or I've got to shut it down and restart. So, any case, people send to me, if this is the first time you're tuning in, people will send to me their problems about whatever. And whether it's live in person, I'm at the store, email, text messages, phone call, voice messages, they'll send their problems to me. And then what I'll do is I'll jot it all down and then reply back with a common sense solution. If by chance you are experiencing something similar to what I'm talking about, please add your comment in the chat line and I will read those off as well. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the letter that I received last week. So again, so far live on the chat line, I've got Nancy and I've got Terry. Love you too, smooches, smooches. All right, so the letter says, Dear Father Al, my boyfriend and I have been living together for a year and a half, and I have always felt we had a very good sexual relationship. Several times, without his knowledge, I have caught him masturbating in the living room, and after I have retired to our bedroom for the night. I asked him to come to bed with me, but he says he wants to stay up a while and watch television. I have rarely turned down his sexual advances. I don't want to embarrass him by confronting him, but after these incidents, I feel betrayed and inadequate. I feel I am to blame because he must not be getting enough satisfaction from me. Is it normal for a 25-year-old male to do this when he has easy access to sex whenever he wants? Or is there something lacking in our sex life? We get along very well in every other aspect of our relationship, but, it's always a but, especially in the bedroom, but I'm to the point that whenever he wants to stay up and watch television, I think he is making up an excuse to masturbate. Signed, Stroke. This is what they write. All right, Stroke, I will reply back to you soon. So if by chance, if you're experiencing something, you've got a young partner that is, 25, some odd years old and just full of emotions, and whatnot, just go, go, go all the time. So add your comment in the chat line, whether it's your partner or if you're raising boys, and boys, especially around that age, their emotions and hormones just kind of going crazy. So if you want to, if you care, to add your comments in the chat line about a situation like that, feel free to add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our social media handle that applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to help you move forward in life and find a common sense solution. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is what I have for Stroke. Again, feel free to add your comments in the chat line and I will read those off as well. All right, so this is what I have for Stroke. Dear Stroke, It has been said that the physical intensity in a try saying that twice, masturbatory climax frequently exceeds that of intercourse. It's likely the same for both males and females. You may want to try it yourself if you haven't already. Just saying. This is not to say that masturbation can or should replace intercourse. It's just another form of sexual enjoyment. It would not surprise me that many married men, who admit it at least, masturbate regularly. You shouldn't think your boyfriend is unusual, nor should you feel unappealing, right? It is unrealistic and probably unhealthy to assume that you are the sole proprietor of another person's sexuality. There is a problem in your relationship, though: communication. You and your boyfriend have retreated to neutral corners out of ignorance or inhibition. If the most you can say is that you rarely turn down his advances, you have a lot to learn about sexuality, his and yours. So I'm hopeful that will help you out. Stroke. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible. Our social media handle is Dear Father Al. Again, Dear Father Al is our social media handle. Email address is contactfatheral@gmail.com. On the subject line, go ahead and write Dear Father Al. In the body of the message, give me about 500 words or less, and then what I'll do is I'll take all your information, jot it all down, and then reply back the following week with a common sense solution. In the description of the show, you're going to see a few links. The first link you're going to see in the description is the Friend of the Father Partner link. And when you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to an Amazon.com page. And on the first link you're going to see in the description, the Friend of the Father Partner program. Maybe it says I didn't have the third cup of coffee. Friend of the Father Partner program, that's going to take you to an Amazon. Keep saying Amazon. Maybe I need to buy something on Amazon. Amazon's not paying me to say that. It's going to take you to a PayPal page. Okay? It's going to take you to a PayPal page, and you're going to see a set of drop-downs. The first set of drop-downs you're going to see is the Friend of the Father Partner program. The Friend of the Father Partner program, that is a program that we created to help keep the program alive. And then when we receive your fund, if you want to donate, we take those funds and apply them to purchasing the upgrade of the software that we're using. We're using a software called vMix. vMix is not paying me to say this, but we're using a software called vMix to help us stream the show to you via YouTube. So that's where we'll use your funds for the purchase of the upgrade. Okay. The other part of the drop-down options you'll see in that specific one is the Living Legacy program. The Living Legacy program, that is a program that we created where we'll take donated mobile devices, laptops, notebooks, Samsung Galaxy Notes. We take those and we refurbish them and then bring them back to factory reset, and we donate them to senior citizens 65 years and older with no income requirement. So if you're a senior 65 years and older, or if you know a senior 65 and older and needs a mobile device, hey, we've got a bunch of stuff in the back, and I'm hopeful we can connect, call me, text me, email, whatever, and say, hey, Father Al, I've got a senior, I am a senior, and I need a mobile device. The reason why we chose the Samsung Galaxy Note, Samsung's not paying me to say this, but the reason why we chose Samsung Galaxy Notes is the Samsung Galaxy Notes come with a built-in stylus. And oftentimes the seniors have frail hands and have challenges navigating on the phone, the mobile devices, so they can pull out the stylus and navigate that way. Keep in mind, if you decide to donate one of the real legacy mobile devices, for the Samsung Galaxy Note, the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 models, those cannot be used as a phone because of the older technology. Those can only be used as a mini free Wi-Fi tablet. So they can take them to the grocery store, they can take them to the library and surf the internet that way. But they cannot be used as a phone. If you decide to donate one of the more current ones, the 9 and forward, those can be used as a phone as well as a mini tablet. All right. You will also see reference in that first set to open and private. Open, that is where we'll tell any and everybody who donated, how much they donated. Private, that is where we'll keep who donated confidential. If you decide to donate financially to the Living Legacy program, what we'll do is we'll take your funds and then purchase additional accessories for the seniors. Sometimes they may want an external keyboard, sometimes they may want an external mouse for the mobile devices they already have. So that is where we will use your funds for that. Okay. The other link you will see in the description is the Father Al wish list. And when you click that link, what that will do is that will take you to an Amazon, finally, that will take you to an Amazon.com page. And on the Amazon.com page, you'll see all kind of cool accessories, golf accessories, cigar accessories. So if by chance, if I helped you out, even in some small way, and you want to send some love to me, Father Al, for helping you out, hey, go ahead and click the link. It'll take you to Amazon, and you'll see the list there. Select some items, have it drop shipped to me, and I will showcase them on the air. If you've been around a while, you've noticed that people have been donating very fine cigars to me. So if by chance you want to send a cigar to me, go to your favorite cigar brick and mortar store or cigar website, whatever it may be, and have it dropped shipped to me. Keep in mind, if you decide to drop ship some stuff to me, call me, text me, email, stop me in the store, whatever, and say, hey, Father Al, I've got some stuff, some cigars, I'm having it drop shipped to you. So that way, when the concierge downstairs says, hey, Father Al, we've got a package downstairs for you, I don't call order anything. That way I'll know that, hey, I know what's actually coming. So that is what you will see. The second link you will see in the description. The third link you will see in the description is a link for you to upload your own personal response to a solution that I provided, whether it's today's show or a past show. Upload your up to 60 seconds video and upload it to Dropbox. You've got a link and it will take you to a service called Dropbox. Okay, and Dropbox, you can create your video, upload it to Dropbox. I will review it and then incorporate that into a future show. I provide common sense solutions, and you may want to showcase your own response to how you would handle a situation where I have pointed it out in the past. That way it'll give us a little more interactivity in the show. So those are the three links that you will see in the description of the show. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope of friends, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, to provide a common sense solution to help you move forward in life. Take my advice and live a better life. So far live on the chat line, I've got Nancy and I've got Terry. Love you too, smooches, smooches, smooches. All right, so let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one I received. All right, so this one says, Dear Father Al, I am 30. I'm what, 56 or so? Ish. I am 30, married, and a successful software programmer. However, I find that the social life that my wife and I are active in is threatening our happy marriage. Somehow, after Saturday evening out, our group, which consists of couples our age who have been married much longer than we have, ends at my home. You got the party house. My home is the most attractive for that last drink. That last drink, however, usually turns out to be more of the same with dancing and conversation. A distinct temptation at these late, intimate, boozy parties is to make advances towards someone else's partner. I would like to stop these parties and cultivate other friendships, but, another but, I'm afraid that even new friends might lead to the same story. Signed, Swing Low. Okay, that's what they write. Swing low. So, if by chance you're in a similar situation, whether it's currently or in the past, you and your partner just kind of, and a bunch of friends are doing whatever it may be, and it's like, you know what, this is causing some problems, with the relationship you have with your partner, and you want to break away from that lifestyle, please add your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Something, for example, like you and your partner, you go out with a bunch of friends, you guys always, go out and drink until you just pass out, at your place. And that's the same thing you do every week, every day, every other week, whatever. And it's like, honey, this is just getting old. I want to break away from this. How did she break away from that old clique of friends and try to start a new life, a new path with the relationship that you have with your partner? So please add your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, an advice column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up. Tell as many people about the show as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. So we've got audio, we've got video, seems to be going along swimmingly. We've got Nancy and we've got Terry live on the chat line. Love you too, smooches, smooches, smooches. So this is the response I have for Swing Low. Again, if you're experiencing a similar problem, with your partner, and you want to break away, add your comments in the chat line, and I will read those off as well. Again, feel free to create your own little video up to 60 seconds. Click that third link in the description, upload it to Dropbox. I will review it and broadcast it on a future show. Love each and every one of you. Love you, love you, love you. Smooches, smooches, smooches. All right, so this is what I have for Swing Low. All right, dear Swing Low. Swing Low. Dear Swing Low. If that old gang is breaking up those wedding bells of yours, the solution is to find a new, less wild gang. Imagine that. However, your feeling that even new friends will lead to the same story suggests that perhaps, imagine that, perhaps you and your wife unconsciously want it that way. Like, we really need to break up, but, I'm worried that it's going to do the same thing. Again, you may like it, whether you want to admit it or not. All right, so what I would suggest is to talk it over seriously and honestly with her at home, alone, next Saturday night. So keep me posted. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So on the live chat line, I've got Nancy and Terry. Love you, love you. So let's go ahead and roll forward with the next one. So the next one says, Dear Father Al, I have just about lost my mind thinking about my ex-girlfriend. It happens. It's steadily over 2 years, and she told me she had no interest in any other men and loved me very much. Right. Then last month, she shot me down so abruptly, but I still don't quite know what happened. Her reasons were that we were becoming too serious. I never proposed marriage. She didn't want the responsibility of being romantically involved. How do I get her back? Signed, Baby Come Back. Baby Come Back. The song. All right. So, if by chance, if you're in a relationship and, you were in a relationship and somebody just kind of cut you off, add your comments in the chat line and let us know how you were able to cope with it, and I will respond. I will read off your comments in the chat line. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is what I have for Baby Come Back. I want to sing the song. All right. Dear Baby Come Back. Got that song in my head. Dear Baby Come Back. You have been kissed off firmly and forever. Gone. There can be 1 million reasons why, but I suspect that what she told you is the truth. It is no reflection on you. So, don't eat yourself up about it. So, by freeing you from an unrequited relationship, the young lady has actually done you a favor. Just my take. So, that is what I have for you. Baby Come Back. I want to sing the song. That's what I have for you. Baby Come Back. So, add your comments in the chat line if you'd like, and I will read your comments off as well. You're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al, and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we've got one more, and I will call it a wrap. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Terry, for finding the updated broadcast. Had some technical problem, audio technical problem. Previously had to shut down that stream and then create a new stream quickly and got it up and running. And I'm glad the two of you were able to find and connect into the new stream. So this is the last one that I got. And again, I will read it off and we will call it a wrap. All right, so it says, Dear Father Al, the guy I am engaged to refuses to have sexual relations with me. Though I've tried womanly wiles, he always retreats with the explanation that he's saving me for our marriage. As a consequence, I am ashamed to admit that I've been seeing another man on the sly. I don't like sneaky sex, and I don't like carrying on behind my fiance's back. However, I am a healthy woman with a healthy woman's desires. Can you help me out of this situation? Signed, Saved. All right, saved. I will reply back to you next week. So if by chance, if you, someone you know, wink, wink, has been in a similar situation, you're with someone, you're planning to get married, and the person says, you know what, I want to refrain from any sexual intercourse, any sexual foreplay, nothing. Let's just keep open communication going between us. I don't want, the sexual intercourse, the sexual play to cloud my mind and distract me from getting to know, you as a person, your mental state, all that stuff. Okay? Could be, religion. It could be cultural upbringing, why they want to refrain from any sort of sexual play, sexual intercourse leading up to marriage. It's understandable. So, again, you're here with me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al and Advice Column broadcast every Saturday from 2 o'clock p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the like, click the share, click the thumbs up, tell as many people about the broadcast as possible, and definitely click that subscribe button. If you need somebody outside of your basic scope, a friend, family, loved ones, someone that will give it to you straight, I'm hopeful you can depend on me, Father Al, with Dear Father Al. Social media handle is Dear Father Al. That applies to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And until next week, love each and every one of you. Again, thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Terry, for chiming in on the live feed. Again, until next week, go in peace.